Mr. Chair, may I direct my question to the Secretary of the Agriculture? Mr. Secretary, I think last month or a couple of months ago, you issued a statement that rice will go down to 29.30 by January. Sir, tanong po ng mga kabayan natin, bakit po January pa? I mean, bakit hindi ngayon, hindi bukas? Kahapon po in-interview ako ng media. Tinatanong, may magagawa ba itong committee na ito para mapababa ang presyo o puro lang kayo kwento, puro lang kayo forma sa Quintacom? Now, I want answers. Why? Why next year, Mr. Secretary? Why?
The actual statement was, bababa ng 5 piso, predicted ko by January of next year. From kung ano man yung presyo when I said it. The main point is, as I've said kanina, Mr. Chair, imported rice is only 22% of what is the supply, no, or the consumption. 78% is still local rice. The main problem is, ang bigas na binibenta natin as of now dito sa merkado is based on a palay price na binili at 27.45 pesos per kilo, which translates to 48.57 pesos per kilo sa merkado yan. 250 pesos. Yan yung problema. Mataas ang bili ng stakeholders, from traders to rice mills, sa farmers for this year. Kaya magtanong kayo sa kahit saan sulok ng Pilipinas, lahat ng rice farmer masaya ngayon. Yan ang main issue. But next year nga, even NFA, lumaban tayo, Mr. Chair, up to 30 pesos per kilo para lang makakuha tayo ng buffer stocks. Sa ngayon, binababa na namin by next week ang ngayon na sa 25, next week bababa na namin ang buying price ng palay to 23. Sa 23 pesos per kilo, then we start in January buying at 23 pesos per kilo. Kung sumunod ng mga trader, that will translate to 42 to 43 pesos in January,
in retail
February,
prices.
March. Yeah.
In retail prices.
In retail prices, Mr. Chair.
Pero Mr. Secretary, I beg to disagree na 22% lang po. Ang dami pong in-issue na import permit ng Bureau of Plant Industry. And I guess the customs can tell us kung ilang libong tonelada ang pumasok sa ating bansa. And yet you're just saying 22% lang po ang konsumo. Ano ho nangyari doon sa mga in-inspection po, yung mga nakatalagak na mga bigas sa bodega sa Bulacan, sa pier na lamang, sa mga demurahe po nila? Whatever happened to that? You don't count that, Mr. Secretary, na import na can be fed to the Filipinos and the Filipinos can buy cheaper rice?
Yung importation natin, we will end up, as of yesterday, 4.5 million tons na ang na-import. But ang consumption natin ng rice actually per month is 320,000 tons of imported rice per month. So yung nakikita mong excess, yung balance na ilan yun? So there's 700,000 tons na excess importation as of yesterday, no? That's the buffer stock. Basically, there's only 2 months stock of imported rice.
Mr. Secretary, Mr. Chair, I have one last question. Mr. Secretary, since you're the Secretary of the Department of Agriculture, may magagawa ka ba? May magagawa ba ang ahensya mo para mapababa itong presyo? I mean, you're not God. Pero ang tanong ko, as a Secretary is kalihim. You should be nasa forefront kayo na maghanap na solusyon, mapababa ang bigas. Problema natin ang bigas. And this is one of the reasons why yung ating pong mga presyo ng bilihin, yung inflation mataas because of that. Parang wala pong, hindi mo nararamdaman ng mga tao Parang sanay na sa 50 something, 55 ang bigas. May paraan pa ba? Or can you suggest to the President mga suggested retail price? Kasi po, talaga hindi po kakayanin. Magpapasko. Baka pwede pamasko ninyo sa mga kababayan natin ang murang bigas. Pwede po ba yun? Bawat palengke, hindi lang po yung piling kadiwa. Kasi yung kadiwa, 11 kadiwa lang yata sa buong bansa unless if you're talking kung pwede lagyan lahat ng palengke ng kadiwa, mas maganda siguro. Or, suggestion ko po, bigyan po ninyo yung mga rice retailers natin ng mga kadiwa authorized retailer ng mga bigas, kagaya ng NFA rice retailers dati. Bakit hindi ninyo mabigyan ngayon? Kaya nga po, tanong natin, meron po ba? Makakatikim ba tayo ngayon ng mababang bigas ngayong December or 50 hanggang 60 pesos pa rin ang kilo ang mabibili natin sa merkado ngayong Pasko?
As of the moment, Mr. Chair, meron na tayong 48 stores na nagbebenta ng 40 peso rice. Ang target namin by mid-January, by end of this year, in the next few weeks, 170 na yung target natin. By mid-January, 300 outlets na ang target natin sa loob mismo ng palengke. Sa major public markets, not private markets. We cannot enter private markets, by the way. We can only enter public markets. So that is one way. And the price we will be selling it is at 40 pesos. And kung kaya na, we are targeting pa to lower that to 38, 39 pesos by January. So malaki-laki na rin ang coverage noon. Kung sa tanong naman, Senator Tulfo, na kung may magagawa, kaya namin ibagsak yan. Problema lang, Mr. Chair, as I requested a while ago, we need the Congress's help to bring back the powers of NFA sa DA. Sa NFA, yung dating lakas niya o kanyang mandato para mapababa. Sa ngayon kasi, wala kaming, ang primary mission na lang ng DA, because tinanggalan ng powers ng NFA, is to produce more and make the farmers profitable. Wala na kaming power nor mission to stabilize prices because NFA, which is the main role of the NFA for rice and corn. Ngayon, ang NFA is only for buffer stocking. We cannot even sell our rice to the LGUs or to our own kadiwa at a reasonable price. Walang ganon. Tago lang at pwede lang ibenta tong as of the moment. I'm happy to report that in the last 10 years hindi pa nangyayari ito at nangyayari sa panahon na to na ngayon meron tayong almost 6 million bags of rice na buffer stock. Yung rice na yun, kung may power ng NFA, pwede namin ibenta yun ng 29 peso, 30 peso, 39 peso. But we cannot.
Mr. Chair, makasingit lamang. Hindi po ba po pwedeng executive order lang na Pangulo to do that? To give instruction habang nag-aantay tayo ng batas? Kasi kaantay natin ng batas, baka patay na po tayong lahat. Kare-review lang po ng RTLs. Siguro, Mr. Chair, can we recommend to the President to do an executive order para i-release yung 6 billion? Did you say 6 billion?
6 million
bags of rice? Marami yung magpapalakpakan na Pilipino, Mr. Chair. Can we do this, Mr. Chair? Through this committee?
Can your lawyer study something that has not been repealed? EO 184 of 1948, RA 509. This has not been repealed, which gives you regulatory powers with respect to rice.
I will study, Mr. Chair.
To advise the government of the proper coordination activities in case of emergency, advise the President of necessity of ceasing, commanding, and operating in all other warehouses. In short, it is the powers of the NFA. It was not specifically repealed by both RTLs. So there is Republic EO 184, series of 1948, and RA 509. So yes, sir, we will try. That's why we have this committee.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Ang napapansin ko lang po, ang dami po natin mga batas na inutil. Ito pa yung all the regulation law na ewan ko kung sino nagpasa ng mga mambabatas, kung buhay pa yung mga yan, wala namang silbi. Ngayon ito, rice RTL na ito, rice tarification law, wala ring silbi para mapababa, para may competition, parehong-pareho, duplicate ng all the regulation law. Hindi po napapakinabangan, useless, nakikinabang mga oil companies, ngayon ito mga importers are making money out of these laws. I don't know ano nangyari sa mga ninuno natin sa Kongreso. Bakit nila dahil pasaya? Anyway, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much, Congresswoman.